If you like weirdo characters in fighting games, and don't mind being judged by your housemates for playing a literal tentacle demon, then Shuma-Gorath is absolutely the character for you in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's not obvious by looking at him, but Shuma-Gorath is a character who likes to be up close and personal with the enemy, as this allows him to perform devastating mix-ups and cross-ups with his ground and air normals. He's also very unique, as he's the only character who has multiple charge motions for specials. While some characters have a charge motion here and there, Shuma's important special moves require charge motions, which don't help his already somewhat awkward movement options. Some of Shuma-Gorath's pros include his Mystic Ray assist, as it's one of the best assists in the game for its fantastic screen coverage, a short cooldown period, high durability, and it's an OTG which helps for combo extensions. Shuma is also very good at dishing out pressure and damage when he's got the enemy in the corner, and his weird body makes him a little bit hard to combo. His backdash has invincibility frames, and his forward dash has a very low profile hurtbox, and his level 3 super is unblockable. Some of Shuma's cons include that he struggles approaching the enemy due to him not having a fast projectile or teleport, his slow projectiles can only be done on the ground, his movement is a bit weird due to having to hold back or down back to charge for his specials, and speaking overall, he's a technical character who demands good game knowledge, execution, and knowledge of charge inputs, so he does require practice to be played well. Out of Shuma's 3 assists, I highly recommend Mystic Ray. I mentioned this before previously, but this assist has pretty much everything you could want from an assist, with the only downside being it has long startup. Mystic Stare is a forward-hitting projectile that hits once and then explodes, so its usefulness is kind of limited. Finally, Mystic Smash is a forward-hitting attack where Shuma turns himself into a hitbox. This move has faster startup than Mystic Ray, and it can lock the enemy down for longer, but the range is much worse, so again, I recommend Mystic Ray. Standing Light is a regular ground combo starter, and it doesn't have any special properties. Standing Medium looks awesome, and it hits twice, so use this move during the start of ground combos. Standing Heavy hits 6 times, which sounds amazing at first, but this actually means that it screws up the damage scaling and hit stun deterioration, so you'd want to cancel it early. Its primary purpose is to give you enough time to charge a special move. Crouching Light is a standard low normal, and it doesn't have any special properties. Crouching Medium hits twice and pulls the enemy into you on hit or block, so you can use this to get into a dominant position. Crouching Heavy is a nice anti-air and it's jump cancelable, so on hit you can jump and start a combo without using a launcher. It also juggles them long enough to use Mystic Stare, which can help with combo extensions. Shuma's Standing Launcher is just a standard launcher, and it doesn't have very good horizontal range, so use this move when you're very close to the enemy. Jumping Light is a decent jumping normal. It has fast startup and can be used as an instant overhead from up close. Jumping Medium is Shuma's primary air cross-up due to the hitbox being around his entire body, so use it after an air dash. Jumping Heavy shoots out this I-beam at a downwards angle, so it'll sometimes miss on enemies who are too high up, but there is a workaround and I'll explain it in a bit. Jumping Launcher turns Shuma to stone and sends him plummeting to the ground in a straight vertical fashion. This will always cause a hard knockdown, even outside of combos, and you can use it to quickly reach the ground as well as do an overhead attack. You can also charge down during the move to perform a Mystic Ray special when you reach the ground. Performed with forward and heavy, Shuma performs Strange Gaze. This is like his Jumping Heavy, but it hits straight forward. It knocks the opponent away from you, and it has massive range. Performed with up and heavy in the air, Shuma performs Air Strange Gaze. Use this in air combos when the enemy is above you to prevent whiffing with a regular Jumping Heavy. Performed with quarter cycle forward and a button, Shuma performs Mystic Smash. This attack also goes through the enemy when moving, so it can be used as a cross-up with or without an assist. You can also perform Mystic Smash in the air, which is the better thing to do, since the air version has better recovery and frame advantage. Air Light has little forward momentum and makes Shuma fall to the ground, Air Medium is a quick forward move done while falling, and Air Heavy causes Shuma to hop a small amount upwards before coming back down. Mystic Smash is a very strong pressure and movement tool, so use this a lot in combos and in neutral. Performed by charging back and then inputting forward on a button, Shuma performs Mystic Stare. This move shoots out a ring of eyeballs that, on hit, attach themselves to the enemy, and then after 3 seconds they explode. The explosion itself does good damage and is an OTG, so you can use it as a combo extender. The button strength determines the distance travelled, but the lighter the version, the faster the recovery. Performed by charging down and then inputting up and a button, Shuma performs Mystic Ray. This is an upwards hitting laser beam that hits as an OTG, and, while slow, is great at sniping assists and beating out projectiles. Its slow speed and lack of combo potential outside of the corner are its greatest weaknesses. Performed with half circle back and a button, Shuma performs Devitalization, his command grab. It's possible to hit with Mystic Ray after this move connects, so keep that in mind. Shuma can also block a single hit from a projectile during the active frames, which gives him 10% of a bar of meter. Performed with a DP motion and 2 buttons, Shuma performs Hyper Mystic Smash. The multiple eyeball projectiles are OTG attacks. They travel far, and this move is a projectile, not a physical hit, so it can be countered by characters like Doctor Strange. The more projectiles that hit, the more damage it does, and it can do up to 60 hits when up close, so use it as a combo ender when up close for some nice damage. Performed with quarter circle back and 2 buttons, Shuma performs Hyper Mystic Ray. The 2 eyeball lasers are both OTG attacks, so this is good to start a DHC. However, it's extremely unsafe on block due to the pose Shuma performs after the move finishes, so keep that in mind. Performed with quarter circle forward and 2 buttons, Shuma performs Chaos Dimension, his level 3. Well, I mean, that sucked. Anyway, moving on. Shuma's best partners include— nah, I'm kidding. This is only the start of the super, and after you enter this powered up state, pressing heavy in front of the enemy triggers the super. Notice how I didn't say hitting the enemy, because you don't have to. This move is a true unblockable, so you can hit the opponent during a combo, block stun, in the air, etc. The most basic Shuma-Gorath combo is Magic Series into Hyper Mystic Ray, but here are some better combos for you. Shuma-Gorath's best partners include characters that can help him do big damage and get close to the enemy, and vice versa. Wolverine, Hulk, Nova, Dormammu, Strider, and Hagar all fit this build very well, and if you want to see how pro players make these characters complement Shuma's playstyle, check out match footage from Angelic, Jan, and Salute MO. That's all I've got for Shuma-Gorath in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Overall, Shuma is a tricky mix-up heavy character who can dominate the enemy with relentless pressure when he gets up close and personal, while having access to high damage combos, multiple OTG moves, and one of the best level 3 supers and assists in the game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.